Here we go. Modern dating.
Because if he wants to see you, he will.
To all of my ladies in the dating pool, let me show you how to redirect your way out of a low budget experience. Okay, this is a potential suitor. He has no number saved because period. Y'all already know how I roll. Good morning. It was great speaking with you last night. I woke up so refreshed. I would love to take you to coffee this week. Does Wednesday work? Okay, you cannot take me to coffee or tea on the first date. It's not equitable for me. I don't drink coffee. And my perfume costs too much, so don't play. All right, so I hail from corporate America. We're going to use the sandwich effect here. 6 years in the C-suite. We about to use this. Okay, boom. So I say, good morning. It was great speaking with you also. It's actually restaurant week coming up. Here's the link. Let me know which one you decide. I'm looking forward to it. So we're going to start off with something good, okay? It was great speaking with you also. I'm not even addressing the coffee, baby. We're going to redirect you in the middle, then I'm going to end with something great saying, I'm looking forward to seeing you. We're also putting the ball back in his court because he's a grown-ass man, okay? You need to make the decision. So he goes, I just looked over the options. Let's do Italian. Perfect. So he goes Wednesday at 7 p.m. I'm like, works for me. I'm in Alexandria and I'm not far. If you could pick me up or send me an Uber, that would be awesome because why would you want me working on cobblestone? Why would you want me looking for parking? It sounds laborious to me. He goes, no problem. I'll send an Uber around 6:15. Baby is a new man. He is a new man. And I go, wonderful. Thank you. Ask for what you want. Be polite in your ass, be a little bit difficult, and always say please and thank you. There you go.
You know, and then I see a lot of other videos on TikTok where people go, girls are pretty simple. We don't ask for much. And I'm like, did you just hear how she said be like simple? She just said be difficult, but be nice, but be... And I get upset when I say people be sending it, the girls be sending mixed signals. Like, what the fuck?
You'll hear from girls, girls are simple. Just be nice to us.
Did you see his complex breakdown of just responding on how to just link up and have a meal with a potential new partner?
He said please and thank you.
Damn, the attitude going into it. And what's wrong with coffee? I don't know their situation. I don't know if they've never met. They spoke last night on the phone in person. I don't know.
I would like to read some of the comments to see what other people are saying. First off, I would have never even made it through this video if I wasn't reacting. I will not ask a stranger to pick me up or send an Uber to my house. Why would that be safe? I'm good. This one girl says, I only do coffee for the first date. My reason for this is my time is worth more than dinner with someone I don't like. Coffee can be 20 minutes or 2 hours. If we like each other, then we can go for a dinner on a second date. I can tell in about 20 minutes whether I want to continue with this person. If I'm on a dinner date, I'm stuck with him for at least 2 hours. No way. I don't need him to buy my dinner. I can afford my dinner wherever I want. I can't afford to waste my time, but hey, that's just me.
Facts. The coffee could be quick, could be during the day, like, oh, I gotta bounce. If you're not feeling it, but now that you got Ubered there, are you dropping me back home?
I don't see anything wrong because they're both, you know, every relationship is different. They both seem to be into this, sort of, you know. She tells them what to do, what time, boom, they're going.
But also, it's like, if you're that type of person that would bend over backwards for something you don't want to do, I feel like you don't have to have somebody tell you from their screenshot and their experience, this is what you should be doing. I think anybody can just make that decision for themselves if they're talking to somebody, deciding whether or not they want to go see them. To me, it's like she's trying to tell people, like, I just did something, like, ladies, this is what you deserve. Versus if you're your own lady, wouldn't you be able to... You don't want to do coffee, you go, hey, coffee doesn't work for me. Because I don't know, the undertone seems very aggressive. It just seems...
Yeah, because she's saying she came from corporate America, so she's kind of sending the message like kind of corporate-y, I would say.
I guess the undertone just threw me off.
You know, we wouldn't maybe go for someone like that, but there's guys that like that.
Clearly there's many men.
That's what I'm saying, like there ain't nothing wrong with that then, like shit.
Especially a first date, I view men and women as equal, sorry. But it's like, that's why I like to do these, like they were saying, the coffee potentially, or something simple and short. That way you can meet up and it can be 20 minutes or 2 hours, as opposed to committing to a very expensive, very long thing because both parties might not like each other very quickly.
That's better, I would say.
And then you lock into this long ass thing, whatever. But she's saying she
don't want that though.
She don't want to walk on cobblestone. Yeah, okay, never mind. We wouldn't get along. But like you said, there's many men that love this. She's all yours.
Yeah, I didn't understand that either. What was she talking about? Restaurant
week?
What do you mean? Ain't restaurants open all week anyways? Like, what are we talking about?
I might just start saying shit.
It's not like she said, hey, you can go on his website and choose a restaurant from here. This is what I prefer. She just said it's restaurant week. I'm like, oh, fuck it. Gotta eat at a restaurant now.
And it's blowjob week. Since we saying what the weeks are, bet it's restaurant week and it's head week.
Pick what time works for you.
Pick your time slot.
Because it's filling up.
I'm not single, but I love this. The approach is powerful, but not obnoxious or ungrateful. And someone really don't know, and you're teaching. Different strokes for different folks.
If I'm saying, if you're a girl or a woman, you have your own standards. Like, I don't think you have to hear somebody tell you, if somebody asks for coffee and you know you want to go to a restaurant, so you can just tell them that in general. hey, I don't want to do coffee. I prefer eating in a restaurant.
Yeah, you're allowed to ask for whatever you want.
Yeah, I don't. It's like she had to like tell them like this is what you need to be doing.
Yeah, see, it depends on the guy's response too.
You know, just for me, it just felt like a very useless piece of content. Like I didn't really gain anything out of it. But if this was mind blowing to all the girls,
because the guy could have said, I don't like any of these options on the link, but I want to go here.
I think that's what I was waiting for. I think I was waiting for him to not agree and then her go, this is why you don't deal with men that don't do what you deserve. So I thought I was gonna go somewhere, but I'm like, okay, looks like he wanted to do this. You said this. He compromised and didn't give a fuck.
What is she teaching then exactly?
Also, what she said there, well, one of the comments could be a safety issue. Oh yeah, just send me a ride, whatever. You know how many people got sent rides and never got sent back anywhere?
And I think that part threw me off because that's actually even more dangerous. Getting to a random Uber.
Or a random person who said, I'll come pick you up.
Facts. Or that's the homie. He's like, yeah, just pick her up and grab her. Like,
there's bad people out there.
Yeah, it's in like traditional date, you pick up your girl in the car. Like, why not promote that?
we've met many girls where they're like, don't Uber me.
Well, I guess she did say you could pick me up or send me an Uber, I guess.
Unless you haven't met the person in real life yet, and you don't know if they're a crazy person yet, so it's probably best to meet them at a public location.
Well, then why don't you get the Uber for yourself and then just have them pay for it if that's what you were trying to do?
Which he could have said like, oh no, you can get the Uber.
Yeah.
But I'll meet you there. Meet me here at this time. I said, okay, yeah, I'll send the Uber. Is this time one for you?
Love this. I'm seeing comments saying coffee is quick and easy. If you're not quick and easy, your date shouldn't be either.
Oh my
The
God.
phone/Zoom call is for the vetting.
How did they flip that?
Drink your coffee or wine there. Set yourself up for success with some nice ambiance that feels like a date. Only thing I probably wouldn't do is have him send an Uber. I don't want strangers knowing where I live. There's so many holes in this, and there's so many different people's preferences and shit. Man, just do what the fuck you want to do.
There's a lot of nice coffee shops you can take someone to.
Oh, there's some
That
incredible
food
coffee.
too. You can sit down and talk for 2 hours if you really wanted to at a coffee shop.
Coffee and donut shop. They got combos.
The ambiance of a lot of coffee shops is quite exceptional.
And I always feel like it's always a good vibes at a coffee shop.
That's not her vibe though.
It's restaurant week. He didn't know it was restaurant week.
Yeah, I mean it was restaurant week though.
And they had Italian. He said, I want that actually.
A week worth of restaurants.
Only this week? Come on.
This week only. He's like, he hits her back. No, it's actually coffee week. See, there's a lot of people with brain cells in here saying coffee dates are good and there's segues to potentially spend the entire day together and have full experience. Coffee is for icebreakers, a museum to operate in silence, see how their brain works. Lunch is owned at that point. They finish out with dinner or an evening activity. Either way, the coffee date allows each party to drop the facade. And if it doesn't work out, you have the rest of the day to do whatever at very little expense. Haha, I see no issue. It's got 46,000 likes.
Bro, you can reach so many people with the internet now. It's insane.
It's coffee week.
Restaurant week.
It's coffee week now.
Oh, okay.
I decided.
Restaurant week was last week.
Yes, that was last week.
Okay.
If you guys would like to see more reactions and more vlogs that we can't put on YouTube, then become a member at mystrawberrypark.com.
We're gonna be posting weekly content on there, sometimes even every day. We got exclusive merch on there too.
Also, all the videos you're seeing on our channel right now have already been uploaded early for everybody that's a member on our website. Join the family.
And don't take our word for it. Look at the comments that people are leaving once they become a member. Everyone's loving it. They're getting so many crazy videos that we can't put on YouTube for all types of reasons. So make sure you guys click the first link at the top of the description or
Go to mystrawberrypark.com. Don't miss out.
I want to get y'all's thoughts on this interesting, thought-provoking situation. Man refuses to walk his friend back to her dorm when she felt unsafe because she rejected him once.
A man refused to walk his friend back to her dorms when she felt unsafe, all because she rejected him once. In his Reddit post, the man explained that he'd been friends with a woman named Annie for the last 3 years. On a typical Saturday night, he, Annie, and some of their friends would hang out, and then he would walk her back to her dorm before heading back to his dorm. However, about a month ago, he realized he had feelings for Annie and asked her out on a date. She friend-zoned him. It didn't bother him too much, however, he did want to cut back on their friendship a bit. But he has stopped walking her back to her dorm. The first couple of weeks, she walked on her own. One week, she asked him to walk her back because she was scared to walk alone at midnight, especially while drunk. He told her to get an Uber or to ask someone else because he was too tired. While it's understandable that he would want to cut back on their friendship a bit after being rejected, a friendship shouldn't be conditional on romantic interest and reciprocation. It's as if he suddenly stopped caring about her safety and well-being because she didn't return his romantic feelings. The man has been accused of exhibiting nice guy behavior. Acting kind, but then believing he deserves a relationship in return for his friendship. People on Reddit called him out, saying if he was truly friends with Annie, he would still care about her safety. He's more than welcome to work through his feelings, but that doesn't justify his actions and his complete disrespect towards Annie. He blatantly showed that their friendship doesn't mean much after his ulterior motive was void. Gentlemen, don't be that guy. A woman doesn't owe you anything in exchange for friendship.
Okay, so my first thought was I don't even think that's his friend because he wanted to be more than friends.
Correct.
So the fact that he's cut back on their friendship, there is no friendship. He romantically wanted to be more than that with her.
And I was thinking,
What?
if she still considered him to be a friend, and if my friend said, hey, I'm tired, I don't want to walk or do something, I'd be like, okay, as your friend, I respect that. You can go to sleep or whatever. And I wouldn't feel any type of way.
Yeah, I don't know how that made a headline.
So why did she switch it to romanticizing when it was just he was tired? He told you, he wasn't mean about it. He just said, can you get an Uber or ask somebody else?
I was about to say,
tired.
He didn't just say, nah, I'm not gonna do it because you didn't want to. You do me that every time. He literally gave you, yo, I'm tired from a college student.
So what's the
two,
issue?
take an Uber. Also, not my fault you're drunk at midnight and you have to walk back to a dorm right now for wherever you're at. That's not my problem. And you're supposed to be my friend though. I don't think he even wants to be your friend because he clearly wanted to be in a romantic relationship.
And it's like,
with you.
read the room. Don't even ask him that. Just get an Uber or ask someone else before even going to him because maybe you might know how he feels already. Because he didn't bring up anything about their romantic relationship. He just,
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he didn't say, no, you know I wanted to be with you. How dare you ask me that?
He got a text. This walk me back.
He tired as fuck.
Said, I ain't going. I'm tired.
And you're drunk.
And you're drunk. And whose fault is that? You're drunk, away from your apartment at midnight. And whose choice was that?
And now it's his fault because he didn't get up on a whim and take care of you while you're drunk and walk you to the room.
They said, he doesn't owe her anything. Get an Uber. There you go.
And that's true.
But I get it. The Uber's not going to take you to your thing. So maybe you get dropped off and she still needs to walk X amount of feet.
But they have campus security and stuff like that. Every campus does. Just call that up. Or police.
But also, like, if you know you're going to get drunk that night, shouldn't you have that plan ahead of time?
Yeah, you should. I got pissed drunk at 1 a.m. and you didn't take me somewhere. Like,
You weren't there to protect.
and you weren't gonna protect me when I felt unsafe. Even though I wasn't unsafe, actually. I just felt unsafe.
And even though you gave me a valid reason why you couldn't take me.
They said, he don't owe her anything button. 20,000 likes.
Wait, that's like me. Let's just say even myself. Yo, bro, you got my walk with me to 7-Eleven. I don't want to go by myself. And you're like, nah, bro, I'm tired. Can't get pissed at you for that. Like, come on, gonna get mad? You won't get up and walk across campus to walk with me right now because I want to get these Cheetos? Ryan, come on, dude. Fuck. It's fucked up, bro.
That was her just spinning back, I think, because, maybe, he's already past her and not giving her the attention anymore. And she's like, wait, I'm drunk and my true feelings are coming out.
I think it's on some, I need someone to do something for me. Come on, just do what I need you to do.
Right now,
Like
on
you
my
used to.
terms.
Like you used to. She should definitely get an Uber. He did not disrespect her. He established a boundary.
You didn't even say boundary. You literally just said, these are the options right now. But his only issue was he was tired.
It's like female logic. I don't owe a man anything, but a man should risk his safety for mine.
Like, why does the headline include after she rejected you?
Yeah, it's like she rejected him that day, and then she needed to get walked home. It seemed like he been walked home. He always did that, and then the second that she wasn't interested, he already been not walking her back. So randomly today, she's just mad that he couldn't take her. Again, I don't know how this even made a fucking headline.
That's what I'm saying. The girl thought she
What
could.
is
This? She thought she could with the.
Was this only on Reddit? And then I think this girl is friends with the girl.
Facts.
And she just decided to pull up all these facts because I don't know who wrote this, and she pitched it to the college newsletter and said, "You need to put this in the Newsweek."
They said, get wrecked. If you want a boyfriend, if you want boyfriend treatment, get a boyfriend. So what are y'all doing in that situation? It's a girl, let's say, rewind, you're back in college, you've woken up, you're 20. Girl that you had a crush on, but wasn't feeling you. Noah, can you walk me home? I'm in Center City. Can you all, what are you doing?
I'm a good person, so I guess it depends on what I'm doing in that moment. If that's too far from me, then yeah, probably not.
If it makes sense, I'll do it.
I don't think I would instantly go no.
But it depends on my relationship towards that person.
And also, how bad was the reach? Like, yeah, how bad?
But
Were
yeah.
we still able to be cool after the fact? Like, I don't know. Or did you go straight to getting a boyfriend? And I'm like, damn, I wish that was me. So yeah, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do anything with you.
I would have no issue with going down and walking her somewhere and then just going right back to my place. Especially if it's like a dorm, next to a dorm situation.
Yeah, because there's
If I'm
still that
saying-
community in college where plenty of girls I'd never slept with but hung out with.
Because I don't know the context either. Like,
It would depend on what I'm doing.
if I got disrespected to the point where, like, really bad, then I probably wouldn't even be in contact with you, So if they're still texting
Like, if
each
she
other,
had rejected me, but then was still asking for so many things that I had to do for her, and I'm like, there's no balance, and this, like, none of this feels equal at all as a friendship, then yeah.
what would you do?
I'm trying to think because I feel like I might have had something similar in the past. Not what on some like rejection shit, but someone who was only hitting me up just so I could do something for them. Like it wasn't like, oh, we have a relationship and this is a mutually beneficial thing. I'm probably not gonna do that. I think I would walk girls back that I was closer with, where there was like a connection there. Those would be the girls that I would like, oh, let me walk you home, let me do this and that for you, as opposed to just, anyone need a walk home? Anyone need my service? Like,
Yeah, I have to know that, like, if I were to do that, if there's something I hit her up on the whim that I needed as well, like, I know this person would do that for me. But if we didn't even have that kind of established, then if it's always a one-sided relationship, then yeah, I'm not gonna even stick around in the first place.
If someone went out of their way to just reach out to me and that made me feel some type of way, like, oh, damn, you feel safe around me? Okay, I guess I can walk you to the thing. Because then if it's like a girl maybe I don't really talk to and we don't have any beef or anything, and she asks me, like, oh, shit, what is this? She's trying to hang out with me or something? Like, why is she texting me?
walk you home.
Walk you home? I could walk you home.
And I'd drop my shot before you turn it down, so what does this mean?
What would y'all do?